This plant is the world's only tree fuchsia, so a fuchsia that grows into a nice, big, beautiful tree. Gnarly looking tree with orange bark and delicious berries, I've heard. It's locally known also as Kōtuktuku, and we're going to be planting a total of 8 of them because that's all I had in my nursery. And we'll do 3 different planting methods today, and I'll walk you through why and what we're doing. So the reason that we're doing 3 different methods of planting this beautiful tree is because it is a very palatable plant for the goats and the deer and all the visitors that we have on our land here. They really like to eat the leaves and the bark, especially on the young plants, so to give them a chance to survive into adulthood, we're trying 3 different methods of planting around them. Method 1 is giving a plant guard, a stake, and protection around the base. This means that the chops might get chomped off, but the base will survive. The second method, and you might not have noticed this, but there's one hiding right down there. It's in and amongst the broom and the gorse. So that's going to be the second method of defense that we're trialing to see if, because it's amongst all the other plants, it might not be as quickly noticed by the ones that want to eat them. Method number 3 is I'm going to chop and drop some of this barberry. This is a non-native plant which has beautiful big spikes, sour berries. The birds love them. They're on this back, and that's not where we want them. So I'm going to use actually their spikes and protect the plants around them. You can see an example over here that I've done already. This is a Griselina that we've recently planted, and you can see the deer browse that has taken place on top of them. So I'm slowly building a little bunker of the barberry dead branches, and you'll have to trust me on this. They are very prickly and spiky. I've got a few wounds on my hands, and hopefully by doing this it becomes less palatable for the deer and the goats to come in and browse them, especially around the base. And so those 3 together is what we're going to be looking and observing over time, see if it helps them to survive into adulthood. I've got my Kōtuktuku tree fuchsias, and I've got my barberry right next to it. We're on a ledge, and we want to plant this ledge out with as much natives as possible over time. Plant planted. Time for some chopping. So this is going to be a barrier around some of the Kōtuktuku tree fuchsias, and hopefully prevent the goats and the deer and whatnot from browsing them. I'd say pretty effective barrier, but we'll have to wait and see. Here's the end result. You can barely see the plants, at least I can barely find them, which I guess is the end result that we're looking for, because if they're barely visible, our deer ungulate friends hopefully won't find them as easily, and also all the prickles around them will basically act as a natural plant guard, harvesting the barberries, putting it around the plants, and we'll see how we go. Ow! They do prick a little bit. But hey, that's why we need them. That's why we want to use them. Ah! Stay there.